I insulted him in 1,000 ways and kept the PC I gave him for Christmas. I didn't speak a single word to my sister for over a week, and she didn't contact me, like the coward she is, until yesterday when she sent me a message trying to justify herself by saying that it was a mistake. Yes, a mistake that lasted more than a year, and that I should forgive her because we're sisters and blah blah blah. At one point, I thought, should I be the mature person who doesn't let resentment speak for her? But then I realized that I've never been that kind of person. I took my phone and wrote a long message to my sister that I would love to share here, but I'm sure I'd break the rules since I called her out in every possible way and wrote a lot of personal things too. I told her how much of a failure she is and how she has always envied me, and that's why she needed to feel what it's like to be me for a second in her sad life. She sent me a voice message crying and saying she's in a very weak mental state but is still with him. She said I shouldn't make her feel worse and that she regrets it. I just reacted to her message with a laughing emoji and didn't even listen to the long voice message until the end. Was it low to attack her with all her flaws? Yes, but it's lower to betray your sister and believe she'll forgive you just because you share blood. Honestly, I feel really good after sending her that message. It felt therapeutic to express everything I feel and get closure. By the way, I've never used a PC for gaming, but I'm looking for tutorials on YouTube about how to download The Sims. I helped my sister at every moment of her life. I literally fought for her when she was being bullied in high school, helped her make friends, and accompanied her everywhere she wanted to go. It's a betrayal that really hurts, and I will never forgive her. It hurts that she slept with someone I loved, but it hurts even more to read all the things in those chats, how she enjoyed watching him compare me to her or how she asked him personal questions about our relationship just to laugh about it. She's dead to me, and my parents know it. I don't even care if I'm a bad person like them. This is something I can't forgive, and I don't even feel bad for my reaction. Thank you for all the nice comments. Many of you wrote with tips for The Sims, and I'm really grateful for that. Thanks for the game recommendations, even though I'm really bad at playing action games. The last action game I played was Resident Evil 4 on the PS2 a long time ago, and it was because I had a crush on Leon Kennedy. He would never cheat on me, by the way. As a token of appreciation, I will include half of the message I sent to my sister. The message was really long, and I cut out the parts where I talked about very private things or insulted her to avoid making the post too uncomfortable. I was really hurt and angry at that moment, and I talked about many personal things in the text. Here's a copy of the message. If anyone speaks Spanish, I apologize if it sounds weird in English. I did my best to translate it and had to remove a lot of parts. I'm not interested in hearing any of your excuses. I believed you when you had a problem with your ex-friend group because I really trusted that you would never do something like this. But now I understand why everyone leaves you alone, and you deserve it. What you did to me is expletive, and you know it. But you didn't care because you spent a year being the expletive of X's name without any shame. Now that I've found out everything, you went days without talking to me because you're a coward. And on top of that, you still don't care about what you did to me. You're only talking to me because Dad probably stopped talking to you, and you're running out of money, so you want to fix this expletive, so he'll give you money again. You were always an expletive, but don't you think it's a lot to be my boyfriend's second woman? How little respect do you have for yourself? We're sisters, and I don't even know what's going on in your head because I don't understand what's wrong with you. I read all the messages between you two, and you even started comparing our bodies. You're sick. I never did anything for you to do this to me, and I loved you. But everything turned out really well for you because he's with you. So enjoy that feeling and the love you two have for each other for now, because you're going to be really lonely later. You'll go back to your cave, but this time I won't be there to pity you like I always did before. Stay with him. There's nothing that interests me less than fighting for an idiot who will surely leave you. Let me make it clear that you won't hear from me again. This ends here. We are not sisters anymore. If I see you on the street, I'll cross to the opposite sidewalk to avoid seeing you. Update, they broke up, no one is surprised. When all of this happened, my parents scolded my sister, and she got offended and didn't speak to them except to ask for money. She asked them for money to buy things for her career, but then my aunt told my parents that my sister actually used that money to buy my ex some sneakers. My parents never gave her any more money from that day on. She's an idiot, to be honest. My parents started paying for us to go to a private college, and all we had to do was study. She had to take her studies seriously, but she didn't. So my father got tired and hasn't sent her money for months. My ex discovered the post because he said it went viral on Facebook, and he recognized the story. He contacted me to apologize, saying he knows he did wrong by hurting me and that my sister manipulated him, making it a total mistake. I told him he can shove his apologies. Meanwhile, my sister and I have only crossed paths a few times, but she always avoids me because she thinks I'm going to hit her. I won't. We don't go to the same career, so we luckily don't see each other much. A few days ago, she went to our parents' house, saying she broke up with my ex, I don't know why, and that she felt really sad and had an anxiety attack. I don't know exactly what they talked about since I wasn't there, but my mother told me that she told my sister she knew what would happen when she slept with him. My sister justified herself by saying that they're in love, so my mother and she just argued again before my sister left. Now she doesn't talk to anyone in the family except our grandmother to ask for money. I know my sister isn't going to change her bad habits and didn't learn anything from this. I even think she'll get back together with my ex because they're just toxic with each other, but it's her life to ruin, not mine, and I don't care anymore. The bright side is that I sold the PC to a guy from Reddit who saw my post, which saved me from having to keep paying the dues. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play The Sims much, but I prefer the extra money. My ex had told me he wanted the PC back, but I told him he should pay the remaining dues. He said no, so the idiot wanted the PC for free, even though he slept with my sister. I know it's a boring update and probably everyone wanted it to be about my sister begging for forgiveness and my ex suffering, but no, they are just two idiots who deserve each other. Nothing more happened, but even today, I received a message asking me for an update. Ha.